welcome to the show. In today's show, I thought I would share with you a review of the new TR2 marksman rifle, which I guess is supposed to be a copy of the FAL rifle in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And I want to be crystal clear, this review is based on my experience of playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer game. So, with that being said, let's get right into the weeds. And we will start over here under the weapons tab for my loadouts. And if we take a look at this new TR2, you can see it's a semi-auto marksman rifle with a great rate of fire and respectable handling. I have got a few eliminations with the weapon, but it was quite a grind to get to level 38 and unlock enough attachments on this weapon, as this weapon basically did not have any attachments other than maybe a compensator, and so I had to grind 38 levels to unlock all of the attachments that I now have on the weapon. And we'll take a deeper dive into those attachments in a moment, but I do want to note that I was able to get some decent results with gameplay, but I do think it's important to go into some of the stats for this TR2. I did have some decent gameplay with these attachments. I think I ended up with 35 eliminations. However, the accuracy was only 31.5% and 17% when it came to headshots. And so even with all the attachments, which we'll get into now, the weapon performed, but I don't know if I would say it was great. As you can see, I do run the KNS thermal on this weapon with all the smoke in the matches. That was necessary. Then I did eventually add the ported compensator to reduce vertical recoil and first shot recoil control. That seemed to help control the weapon a bit. The reinforced barrel kind of gave me the best of both worlds with damage range and bullet velocity, where the long barrel was just damage range, so the reinforced barrel is what I ran. And then for the under barrel attachment, I was running the precision foregrip, primarily for the horizontal recoil control. But if you need more horizontal recoil control, you could go with the vertical foregrip. This weapon does handle fairly well. You're not going to have a whole lot of recoil. Now for the magazine, you could go with the extended mag 2. That gets you an extra 10 rounds. But I ran the extended mag 1 most of the time with the 30 rounds and didn't run out of ammo. Next is the grip. I ran the commando grip. For my style of play, I'm looking for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. If you slide and dive a lot, you might want to go with the ergonomic grip, but for my style of play, the commando grip is the right choice for me. Now for the stock, I was running the balanced stock. I kind of got a little bit of buff on all the different items I would be looking for: strafing movement, hip fire movement, movement speed, aim walking movement speed. You get a little bit of everything with that. Now we didn't run a laser, so that's blank. So under fire modes, this gun is painfully slow on its fire rate, so I ran rapid fire. If you're having problems controlling the weapon, you could go with the recoil springs, but with the vertical grip and the compensator, you shouldn't need the recoil springs. I ran rapid fire because, again, this weapon extremely and painfully slow when it comes to its fire rate. So with that being said, let's get into some gameplay with this loadout. And right here you're going to see my biggest issue with this weapon is how many shots it takes to actually kill your enemy. That took 3 or 4 shots. Here we're going to take 3 or 4 shots again to kill the enemy. This weapon has a slow fire rate, and unless you're getting headshots, it takes 3 or 4 shots to kill your enemy from just about any range. As you will see right here, I get a point blank kill, but it was still about 3 shots, a minimum 2. And then here I will actually get a headshot, so that is a 1-shot kill if you hit the head at a pretty close range, as you can see. At any type of distance, you're looking at 3 to 4 shots. At least that's my experience with this rifle, with this particular build out. Now this next clip is kind of frustrating. You can see the mobility on the weapon's not great, and it also takes that 3 to 4 shots up close, and the final shot's a headshot to actually kill the opponent. So you got to take that into consideration with this weapon. If you're not getting headshots, you're getting killed. But a lot of you probably have better aim than me. I'm just an old guy new to gaming, and I don't get a whole lot of headshots, but occasionally I do get those headshots, and this weapon is effective as long as you get those headshots. And so with that all being said, this gun does handle very nicely. There's not a lot of recoil. That would be the good. The bad is the very slow fire rate. And then the ugly is how many shots it actually takes to actually eliminate an opponent, unless again you're getting headshots. And in this clip you can see, I don't know how many times I hit this guy, but he ends up taking me out after being hit at least 3 or 4 times, I think. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you enjoy these type of videos, you might want to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions, maybe you've had a different experience with this weapon, maybe with a different loadout, share that info down below. And until next time, seek and destroy. See ya.